Hi, this is Wayne Gooden, Executive Director at First United Methodist Church in McKinney. Today we're going to present to you a tutorial on how to mark attendance in ACS Access for your disciple class. This website address we will email to you so you don't have to worry about copying it down at the present time. I've created a fictitious member at FUMC McKinney who is also the newest disciple leader, and his name is Jack Flash. This is the login screen that you will see whenever you get this particular web address. Jack shares my email address. You will put your email address and your password here. This email address is the email address that you gave us when you first got a login for Access. If you don't remember your login, if you've never logged into Access, you just write me. I will get you a login and password. If you've forgotten your password, don't worry about it. I can reset it. So Jack now is going to log in, and he's going to get his dashboard. Now, since he's not been a member at First United Methodist for very long, it looks kind of sparse. But there are various things over on the left, available small groups that are going on right now at the church. The only one that we have going on right now as far as a small group is a life group that Roger Schmidt is leading. And you can click on that and you can see where this particular life group is meeting, what night it meets on, what time it meets. It just kind of lets you know what's going on at the church as far as small groups go. There's going to be other information there that's pretty much exclusive just to you as a person. Your complete profile and your giving history are there available for you to view. But for the purposes of this tutorial, this is what we're going to be looking at today. How to mark attendance. Now, since Jack is the leader of this new disciple group, he can click on this and he can see, okay, who's enrolled in my class right now. And what we see here is that there are 5 people that are enrolled. There's Jack, Jill, John Harmon, Patty Froelich, and Roger Schmidt. Also at the top of this particular screen, you will see that the name of the disciple class will be here. How many maximum participants can be enrolled in this particular class. Once this class hits 18, you can't add any more to that without adjusting the entire profile of the class. Where the location of the meeting is, when the start date is, the group status is active, and there is child care provided. So let's say I want to mark attendance. You'll simply go to this drop down over to your right. You'll scroll down to Mark Attendance, click on that, and hit Go. The roster will now come up, and this is the marking date. So I'm marking, since today's date, I'm doing this video on Saturday. The class doesn't really actually begin until the 15th, and that's a Sunday. So I'm not going to mark the attendance right now, but after the class would conclude on Sunday night, as a group leader, I would receive an email from the system that says you need to mark your attendance, just in case you forgot. If you didn't forget, anywhere you can get on the internet, if you have an iPad, if you have your computer, wherever you're at, you can log on, since this is a web address, and you can mark attendance. So if everyone was present, I'd simply mark here. It would simply say all of these people were here. But let's, for the sake of this tutorial, we'll say Jack, Jill was here, John was here, Patty was here, Roger was absent. You'll see also this plus right here. This plus sign you can click on, and there's some additional things that are pretty neat to ACS Access. Let's say you had a guest that particular night. You could put the name of the guest here. Any contact information would always be helpful. When you click send or submit, this email would go to John, or you can send it to the group members, or you can send it to John and the group. And you can also send it to anyone else that you would like. Just remember, not only is it sent to whoever you pick, but everything is always sent to me as a copy. If you have a comment about your class, it's also either sent to John, the group members, John and the group, and me. A praise and prayer request. This is just a cool way that you can stay connected with your disciple group without having to go to a distribution group that you're mailing out, and you have all these exposed email addresses that are pretty much open to the internet that we just continually get more and more spam through. So this is a pretty cool tool. You can get everything done right here. So if it was Sunday, I would go ahead and mark. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and submit it. So when I do submit it, in a test, I'd already submitted these as marked. So when you would do it, you would mark these, submit it, and then those markings would go to our office, and then we can record them and also monitor your attendance as well. If we go back one screen, not only could I mark attendance from this drop down, if I wanted to export my roster to an Excel spreadsheet, I could do that. If I wanted to send messages to the group, I could mark everyone down. I could craft an email. It could go out to the entire disciple class, and it could also go out as a tweet or a post to Facebook. So there's a lot of neat things in this pull down that you actually could use if you wanted to print mailing labels, if you wanted to print a directory that you wanted everybody to have everybody's address, email address, and you want to put it in paper form, you could do that. And we can also view attendance. Now, in my preparation for doing this tutorial, obviously you saw that I already marked attendance for July the 15th. So now I can view it if I wanted to view the attendance. I could go back and I could see that Jack was here, Jill was here, John was here, Patty was here, and Roger was absent. And I marked this on 7/14. Normally it would have been done after disciple on the 15th. So hopefully this little tutorial will help you. Again, the dashboard is the first thing you're going to come to. You're going to look at my groups, and you're going to just simply go, I want to mark attendance. If you have any questions, be sure and contact me, and I'll be happy to walk you through anything.